Today, I want to tell you guys a story, and that story is for a content creator that was very ambitious at the time. A young man that was invited by EA Sports, the company whose game he has played for multiple years, more than 10 years. Started off playing the game in 1998. As a 6-year-old, he was in love with the game. His father showed him the game, and he was like, you know what? This is my thing. I'm going to enjoy this for a very, very long time. And then after like 15 to 20 years, all of a sudden he finds himself making content on career mode, the game mode he loved most. He gets invited into a game changer program, a program that is for content creators and people that want to be as close to EA as possible, to be able to report bugs to them, to be able to report issues within the game to them, and hopefully convey their communities' issues and problems over across to EA. That boy was a very ambitious boy. That boy was thinking, he had his rose-tinted glasses on and thought, you know what, this is gonna be great. I will be one of those people that has a massive impact on this game mode because no one knows what they're doing out here, and I know how to improve the game in the best way possible. So that boy started to go ahead and let EA know in those forums that we were provided, to let them know consistently, contact developers and let them know these are the issues within Ultimate Team. These are the issues within gameplay. These are the issues within career mode. This is wrong with the server right now. I was one of the most active, and yes, that boy is me, by the way. I was one of those people that was the most active in those forums that we were provided by EA, to give them feedback. I would say genuinely, if you go message by message and if you count the amount of messages that were posted across my first year as a game changer, I would be in the top 5 most active people in those forums that genuinely tried his best to go ahead and improve the game. At the same time, this boy had opportunities laying on his table to go ahead and have a coin sponsor that would pay him enough to the point where at this stage where we are right now, if he would have accepted those offers from back then, he would be sat on 6 figures in his bank account, because those companies pay a ridiculous amount of money for the views that you get on FIFA. And over the multiple amounts of years that I passed on the opportunity to earn like over 100K, I basically said, no, I want to be with EA, I want to be here, and I want to improve the game, and I want to be the one that gives the feedback to make the best out of this game, improve the game, and then with that, more people play the game, more people get involved in the game mode that I love, and with that, more people go ahead and watch my videos so I can go ahead and entertain as many people as possible. That was my dream. I gave up on thousands upon thousands just to be able to take part in this program. But instead, after years of being part of the program that was supposed to be built up in order to go ahead and give feedback and improve the game and, you know, do things in the best way possible for the entire community, he all of a sudden feels like this is not working. This is not why I came here, what I came here for. Genuinely, the only thing that I might have had an impact on might have been dynamic potential, because I've been asking for that way too long, and I've always been wanting that in my wish list videos and stuff. You guys can see it too. Dynamic potential was something that we all wanted, and it's not just me. I'm not going to take full credit here, but I was one of the people that desperately wanted that within the game. And I would say over the course of the past few years, dynamic potential has to be the single best feature that has been into career mode, and props to that, to the people that have made the game. Now, let's get to this point right now in FIFA 23 and why I am as upset as I am. I feel like I have, not me only, but basically all of us, career mode lovers, career mode players, career mode content creators, all of us that truly care about this game mode have been ignored, have been let down in a massive way. I mean, what the hell is this? Transfer analysis? What do I care? What do I care? If I want to pay 270 million for Haaland right there, I'll pay it. I don't care. I'm Man City. I have bags of money. It doesn't matter to me. And if I get an F on the transfer, does that kick me out of the team? Does the club go ahead and give me a message? Hey, you got an F on that transfer. You're going to get kicked out of the club? I don't think so. And even if it did, who cares? That's not something that we want. That's not something that changes the way we play career mode. Because at the end of the day, if someone makes a stupid transfer and they get an F and they get fired, you know what they do? They back out career mode. They look for the latest autosave, go there and offer less. Get I don't know, a B instead of an F. Don't get fired and carry on playing. Because no one is willing to give up a multiple season career mode just because of some silly error, because the transfer analysis system all of a sudden says, oh, you got an F. So not just this, by the way, let the trailer play in the background. It's just going to be there for you guys to not get bored so that this video is more dynamic. But let me be completely honest, guys. I've lost all faith. And I want to tell this to people at EA as well. I've lost faith in this previous year because the whole Game Changers program has changed completely. I feel like no one has necessarily been active within it. And there have been a couple of people that have been handpicked to go ahead and work with EA in a closer manner. People that are bigger content creators, people that might have been more positive about the game and less negative than some of us have been, less like pointing the finger than some of us have been because we have been frustrated. So some people have been picked out and they have been the ones that really could have had an impact on this game. And I don't want to say that the lack of features that we have in this FIFA 23 career mode is down to those people, by the way. Not at all. I'm 100% sure the people that are involved and very close to EA right now as content creators, those people would love for the game to be absolutely incredible. I mean, B Ford is one of them that I know. I know for a fact that that guy wants nothing but the best for FIFA 23 career mode and career mode in general and the entire community to thrive and be successful. Because if you are a content creator, you don't want to be the only one that's successful. That's not how it works. You want the entire community to keep growing, for more and more people to get involved, and that way you get more people that watch your videos as well. So I feel like that's at least how most people should feel. I personally, as a content creator, am extremely happy when other content creators are doing extremely well, and it motivates the hell out of me. The way I see B Ford has built up his channel in the previous years, it has been a giant path to success that I've been looking at, and I've changed my content massively because I was unhappy at that point. And I looked at his and I was like, you know what, man? I can do much better as well. This man has changed everything he has done and he has seen success. Let me change the way I do things and see success as well. And it has worked perfectly fine. See, there's the theme, by the way, EA. If something's not great, you actually go ahead and change it and then it becomes better. So what have we seen over here in FIFA 23 career mode? Guys, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. I'm sorry. Yes, player career mode, nice. There have been a few additions that I genuinely like. But at the end of the day, is it world changing? I wouldn't say so. But still, I'm very excited about it. I can't wait to play the game. Don't get me wrong. I'm a FIFA addict. I love the game for what it is, for what it stands for, because I've been playing this since '98. I have played this game for more than 20 years by now. And I will continue to do so up into, I don't know, my 40s. And genuinely, I just always want the best for this game. But right now, with FIFA 23 coming out, I just don't think that has happened. And I don't know if I've mentioned this already, but I have given up on contracts to earn six-figure numbers over the years that I've been a game changer. I could have easily earned over 100,000 if I had a coin sponsor, if I completely said, you know what, I'm not going to work with EA, I don't care what happens to the game, I'm just going to profit off of it, and that's it. Instead, I chose the way. I said, you know what, I want to be involved, I want to do my best for this game, I want to be as close to EA as possible to make sure that this game becomes as good as possible. But for that, I would have to give up coin sponsorships, and that was something that we talked about back when I joined, because at that point they asked me, did you ever have a coin sponsor? I said yes, but it was years ago, which was true at the time, and through that I was actually able to join, because if you had a coin sponsor, you're basically not able to join into the EA Game Changers program. That is not what they stand for. They're obviously completely against those things. But your boy said, you know what? I might be in a terrible financial situation, which I was back then. Not terrible, but way worse than it is right now. I said no to it. The amount of money at that point in time that I could have gotten probably would have been at least the same amount that I was getting through YouTube videos. And I said no to it because I genuinely thought, man, as a kid, I used to play this game. I always wanted to be involved in this. I always wanted to make the best of this. When I get close to EA, I want to be one of those people they always contact, one of those people they go to for feedback, one of those people that gets the community's feedback and gives it to EA to make the best game possible. But over the last few years, especially this past year, I've given up. I have given up on this game changer program. And the reason for that is I was complaining about the position change issue for multiple months. Many people have complained about it. And after my last message to EA, literally 2 or 3 months later or whatever, I got a response from them about the issue that I reported. And it was a nothing burger. So why should I spend my time really caring about this game and wanting to report to you all the issues that I see when all I see from you is basic ignorance of me and the feedback that I'm giving? And not just me, many others as well that have been complaining about things for years now. And at this stage, I'm just not going to take part in it anymore, man. I'm just not willing to be there constantly and, you know, give that feedback that you so need from us if you're just going to go ahead and do what you want anyways. Because at that point, I feel like I have no value to you. So if you don't care, why should I care? That's just how I personally feel about it. And it's sad because, as I said, I've given up so much to be able to work for EA. And not work for EA, but work with them, basically, because I don't get paid by them. I never got paid by EA at all. Apart from maybe if I was invited to an event, they paid for my hotel or stuff like that. That's just normal. That's all it is. But, like, it's sad. It's genuinely sad. Oh, by the way, that's actually wrong. Last year, for FIFA 22, I did those videos with Dortmund and the videos for EA socials. Those were a completely different thing. That has nothing to do with the Game Changer program. As a Game Changer, I have not been paid by EA. But as a content creator and a moderator for the videos that I've done with Dortmund and the social media stuff that they needed me for, of course, I got paid for those because that's what I do. I moderate videos and they needed a moderator. So I jumped in and I got paid for it, which is great. And I'm thankful for the opportunity. But those are videos about Ultimate Team. Those had nothing to do with career mode. So again, I got into the program to have an impact on career mode, and I'm getting offered Ultimate Team jobs. Look, I'm not against it. I like the fact that I have the opportunity to do so. That's great. I can branch out. But what about career mode? Like, hello? What's going on here? I don't know, man. It's been sad. And the FIFA 23... I just don't see anything. I just don't see anything. You're trying to sell us this transfer rating thing as a new feature. I'm sorry. That's just that no one cares. No one cares about this because it's not going to have a massive impact on your game. And even if it does and you get fired, you go back to your autosave and all of a sudden you're back in the job again and you move on. So this doesn't matter. When it comes to the new managers being added, the new managers that you get to choose, the Mourinhos of this world, the clubs of this world, as the manager for any club, we did that for years now on career mode through a PC mod. So it kind of tells us this was a thing where you just went click, click, enabled. That's it. That's it. You can't sell that as a new feature. I'm sorry. It's not a new feature. It doesn't change the way we play the game because there are no manager, like there is no manager identity. When I pick Mourinho, I don't play like a very defensive side all of a sudden. When I pick Klopp, it doesn't force me to play high pressure gameplay all of a sudden. It doesn't. I can choose my tactics the way I want to. So since there is no personality, it's basically just a skin for your manager. That's all it is. It's like a Fortnite skin for your manager. That's being sold as a new feature. Guys, that's not okay. It just isn't. And yes, if you create a club, you can choose those people as well. Great. That's sick. I have a couple of video ideas in my mind already, but come on, man. Like, I'm just so disappointed in The Game Changer program, or what it used to be Game Changer program, isn't called that anymore. I'm disappointed in what we see for career mode right here, which is basically the exact same thing with the littlest of additions in manager career mode, with literally no game-changing changes for itself. Player career mode, yes, a few things here and there, but does this really entice non-career mode players to come into career mode and play it? Not really. So at this point, I'm just sat there and desperately hoping that gameplay is revolutionized and it's so different and it's going to be life-changing so that people care about FIFA again, because gameplay has been horrible. Let's be honest. A lot of people have been complaining about this for years now. And one last thing I'm going to say, which might basically state the state of the game right now: Ultimate Team, gameplay, all those things, kickoff, all those game modes, they are being done over there in Canada, in Vancouver. That's where the headquarters for EA is, and that's where everything gets done for that game mode, with the most budget that they probably allocate to anything production-wise or development-wise. Then you have this man, Alex Constantinescu, who is over there in Romania, probably with an extremely small team and a small budget, trying to get things done for career mode, I would assume basically by himself. I genuinely feel bad for you, Alex, because I honestly believe you really want the best for career mode, but you just don't have the funds or the budget to go ahead and do the things that you would love to add into career mode. I genuinely feel bad for him. So the fact that they have the big things that they really care about over there in Vancouver being done in a centralized fashion, and then they have basically outsourcing over in Romania for the career mode side of things with probably a way smaller team than usual. I don't know, man. That's basically all that needs to be said. I'm genuinely not saying this means that the people in Romania are worse programmers or developers. That's not what I'm saying. Literally what I'm saying is that that team must be extremely small over there, and they probably just don't have the funds that they have over there in their headquarters. Let's be honest with each other here. That's probably how it goes. So I feel bad for Alex and anyone that tries to work on career mode. And yes, I've heard the rhetoric about hopefully with the next game that won't be FIFA anymore, EA can actually change things. And yes, I do somewhat believe in it, because EA will have to try and get people to buy their game now that it's not called FIFA anymore. I feel like a lot of people underestimate how much of an impact this is going to have on their marketing, because this has been a brand that has been established for so many years now, for decades. And even people in America know what the game FIFA is. So everyone has to readjust now, and to really bring in those players again next year, they have to make big changes. They have to make big waves when it comes to career mode, when it comes to Ultimate Team, when it comes to gameplay. Everything they do has to have a massive change. And I feel like EA is using that as an excuse now to go ahead and say, oh, you know what, FIFA 23, yeah, we added a few things, but next year. And that sadly has been the argument every single year. So I'm just sat here looking at you into the camera, letting you know that I am more than disappointed with what I'm seeing right here being sold to us as new features. And that's it. That's it, man. That young boy that had a dream of genuinely like being involved with a company whose game he's played for so many years, that young boy grew up and he sees the reality, the state of the game, and the fact that they're calling this a career mode deep dive trailer. Boy, that water is very, very shallow. So there ain't no deep diving. Let's be honest right here. I'm surprised they got 6 minutes and 59 seconds out of this. That's it for me, guys. That's my honest reaction. Thank you so much for watching. That's it. Take care. Peace.